Hello. Welcome to. Sorry for the delayed start there. Welcome. We're doing a hashtag ad today. Well, four in total. This is the first of three training sessions. We're training. Leading up to the end of the month, we're going to be doing a tournament. It's a little like a mini tournament celebrating 10 years of Hearthstone. Hashtag ad. Pocket Train, who is the current reigning world champion of Hearthstone, is going to be my coach. He's going to train me to Hearthstone better than I've ever Hearthstone before, and hopefully we can kick some major ass at this tournament. That's on the 26th of this month, end of this month, 26th. Oh my god, is it the 4th of July? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm pleased to share with you as well. It's been a while since we played some Hearthstone. I'm rank 10, a chicken, and yes, there's loner decks, but we're going to be playing this Dragon Ramp Druid deck and a hand buff Paladin deck. Pocket Train has suggested that these are good ones, so we're going to go for it. It's also Laurelana's birthday, so you must sing happy birthday for her or on sub. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President, Laurelana. Happy birthday to you. Anyway, happy birthday, Laurelana. I hope you have a great birthday. I didn't really know it was you're born on the day that America got its independence. Can you believe it? Holy crap. Well, happy birthday. I hope you have a nice one. Hope you have a really nice birthday. I hope it's fun. I hope it's crazy. Cyberpunk will continue. Yes, we will continue Cyberpunk this afternoon. Okay? But we have to. We're doing this for this goes on until 2. We're doing a 2-hour training sesh. I'm going to hop into this channel right now and speak to Pocket Train. Are you ready? Oh, I don't have permission to speak in this channel. They're working on it. I can listen, though. I can hear. Oh, I think we're going to do a call. Yeah, we'll do a call. That's a good idea. Let me do this. Do. Yeah, we're having some tech issues. Hey, Dr. Dirt, thanks so much for the super, for the $2 US super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know if you want to look at this deck. Are you familiar with these decks? The last time I played was with the Showdown in the Badlands, and I think the current set is one. After that, Whizbang's Whizzle Medizzle, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm joining this call. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. I was just trying to guess the name of the current set in Hearthstone. The first guess was Whizbang's Fizzle McDizzle, but it's something like that, right? Yeah, close.
It's Whizbang's Workshop. You got halfway.
There we go. I was just saying to chat, I have not played since I played a bit of Showdown in the Badlands. So I
think I watched you stream that actually.
Yeah, I have some cards. I was able to make 2 decks that you suggested. Handbuff Paladin and the Dragon Ramp Druid.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just jump into some ladder games with Paladin? Because, I mean, actually, have you... I think the most confusing thing for you getting back into it is, like, the new keywords, probably.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, keywords, and also there's the... Is it anomalies or something?
Yeah, anomalies are kind of weird. They'll be self-explanatory when we get into the game. That's
right.
Like, you'll be able to adapt to it. It's just some random effect that will change each game.
Okay.
You'll see it at the start of the game. But so the new keyword from the last expansion is called miniaturize.
Okay.
Uh,
It's
which
this is a
is
whiz bang thing.
yeah, this is a whiz bang thing. So this will
Right.
be one that you don't know.
Okay.
Where if a card says miniaturize on it, there's also gigantify, but like no cards really have that
Right.
keyword anyway.
Okay.
But miniaturize is it gives you a 1/1 copy of that card that costs 1. So it's like everything's the same except it's just a 1-mana 1/1
Right.
version of it. That makes sense.
Yeah, sure. It's just like a little.
So in the Handbuff Paladin, there's a card called Tigress Plushie. I think that's.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
So if you right-click on that
I just removed it
in your
by
collection,
accident.
then
Yeah.
I'll show you the mini version of it, and that's just. Yeah, that's miniaturize. It just adds that to your hand when you play the initial version.
Miniaturize, Rush, Lifesteal, and Divine Shield.
Yeah, it's a very strong card.
That sounds
One
strong.
of the better cards in the deck.
I noticed that this deck has everybody's favorite Leroy Jenkins in it. I thought I thought that Leroy rotated out. Or did they nerf him?
Yeah, they change the core set every year.
Oh.
So they like add cards from previous expansions and stuff. And this year they've gone for like a nostalgic feel.
Right.
So stuff like Leroy's back. They brought back Mountain Giant from. I don't know if you remember
A Warlock.
So yeah, like the Handlock days.
Yes.
So there are a few things like that. So each year, with the first expansion of each year, they do a big set rotation and change the core set. And Leroy came back in this year.
Oh my gosh. Is
Yeah.
that a good thing or a bad thing? What are your thoughts on Leroy coming back?
Leroy's not actually super strong these days. It's only good in the Paladin because you can buff him in your hand. But like 5 mana deal 6 charge is not that strong in today's Hearthstone.
I think the big problem with him used to be the OTK decks, right? Where he was just always the
OTKs are very different these days. They're a lot stronger than Leroy stuff.
Right. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't mind. I hate losing to an OTK deck. Obviously, I don't think anybody particularly.
Yeah, a lot of
likes
people
losing.
do. I love OTK decks. So
Yeah,
I'm not the most popular with that.
They're interesting, right? But but like they do take some practice. I think I feel like most people assume that this deck just plays itself and then I win. But like anything, you gotta know like when to play things and learn the deck and learn the decks that it's good against too, right? That's always
for sure.
The big
thing. Like I've always been drawn to those with like competing and stuff. Those have been my favorite things.
Yeah.
Do you wanna hop into a game of Handbuff Paladin then?
Yeah, sure. Do we have each other on BattleNet?
Yeah, I added you earlier, but I don't know if.
Let me see. Online.
I think I added you earlier. Maybe I just forgot to.
I don't see anybody in Hearthstone on my list, but
okay, I probably just forgot to add you. I'll send you requests.
Sure.
Yeah.
You've got my my thing, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got you here.
Lovely stuff.
Perfect. Okay.
Brilliant.
I am. Whoops.
All right. So as soon as you get in the game, I'll just spectate you, and we'll talk through some stuff.
Sure.
I mean, I feel like I don't need to do too much hand holding with you because you played the game before. So.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, it's just some things will be just general game strategy and stuff. I'm glad that you've got a head start with like you know what a lot of the things mean.
So some of the things, yeah. I mean, it's been a little while. How do I? Do I have to go like that? Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm just I'm queued right now. What kind of things do I want to do for hand buff? Do I want to play like on curve or is there?
I mean, general rule of thumb with pretty much every Hearthstone deck is if you're spending all your mana each turn, you can't go too far wrong. Like any deck.
Right.
Which it sounds obvious, but some people just don't do it and they just overplay around stuff and end up not really getting stuff done. But like if you spend all your mana and your opponent doesn't, you're just doing more things than them.
True.
But with Handbuff Paladin, it can be a bit different, actually, because like the deck revolves heavily around the weapon. It's the 4 mana weapon that buffs all the minions in your hand by 1/1.
Okay.
And
which is
so if you want to get that weapon down as soon as possible, start buffing up your hand and just put out massive stats. that your opponent can't deal with. Is the general idea of the deck.
Right. So Instrument
Like-
Tech, Grime Street Outfitter, and Muscletron are all good things to start with then?
Outfitter not as much as the others. I feel
Okay.
like.
All right.
Instrument Tech's good because it draws your weapon, and that's basically your best card.
Right. And then Muscletron will give all of my hand minions +1/+1. Or I can forge and do...
Forge keyword, yeah.
Yeah, I know the forge keyword, but I'll remember it like when I see it, sort of thing. I wouldn't be able to save my life. I wouldn't be able to explain it to you, but like once I see it, I'll remember it because I remember using it.
One thing that's a bit counterintuitive with this deck is the Righteous Protector. It gets so much better later on because right now it's a 1-mana 1/1.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can buff it in hand. You don't really want to gear shift because you've got your Instrument Tech and it'll get rid of it.
So just pass for this, right? I guess
it's fine to pass with this deck. It's a bit counterintuitive with Righteous Protector. There is the one case where it's kind of okay to play, which is sort of now when you've got the gold panna.
Right.
It
Okay.
can protect it, and then you keep drawing cards. But typically, playing Righteous Protector on 1, unless you're against a super aggressive deck, is a bit unnecessary because in no time at all, this will be like a 1-mana 4/4, which is obviously so much stronger.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and with the shield as well, right?
Yeah.
So I just want Instrument Tech here, right? I want to get my weapon out.
Yeah. You don't really care about hand buffing the Instrument Tech. You don't need to hold it back for much stuff. You just want to get to the weapon.
Oh, I see. It draws it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Good stuff so far, I think.
What did he play? A
It's gonna
body
be weird,
bagger.
'cause you're going to be playing against decks that I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Like I play against like super try hard high rank opponents where I can basically guess the exact 30 card list they're playing, but like body bagger and sidekick, I haven't seen him run in decks for quite a while.
Right. Okay. Do I want to forge here, or is that?
Yeah, forging is very, very valuable with this. Like, also when you start swinging your weapon, your Muscletron itself is going to get bigger, so
Right.
you can afford to be a little bit on the greedy side with this deck.
Okay. And then
Especially-
do I want to play this guy, the drone
It's fine
deconstruct?
to do that because it adds another minion to your hand.
Okay.
So
And then
yeah,
next
it'll
turn
give
I'm
you-
going to be playing my weapon, I guess, right?
yes. So yeah, you basically want to get the weapon down as soon as possible, keep swinging with it, and then hope to overrun the opponent with this deck.
I love the I like the swing. Like the hero attack for the weapon. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
It's got lifesteal as well. Loads of the cards in your deck have lifesteal, so you can afford to fall a bit far behind in the early game.
And do I want to clear his board first, or do I just want to start?
You should probably sweep up his board when you got you got 3 kills on his minions with the weapon. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I guess it's got lifesteal, right? So
Yeah.
So hit
Like,
the
you'd
3-1.
rather take down his weapons take down his minions with your weapon rather than losing health on your minions.
Right. So should I take the 3-1 out, or should I? What's this? Draw card.
So what are you going to swing into next turn? Is the question.
Next
'Cause
turn.
you're going to start next turn with a swing because you want to hand buff your minions before you play any of them anyway. So,
I'll probably hit the 2/2 next turn, right?
yeah. So take off the biggest attack minion now, so it doesn't swing into you twice. And
Yeah.
then, yeah. You also don't want to give him a card
No.
sooner rather than later, right?
Yeah, that's right.
His options.
Because he's not going to be able to get the card from this now, because I don't have anything that
Yes.
he can run
Like,
it
they'll
into.
probably have a good turn, but sometimes they don't, and you don't want to let them see that one extra card sooner than they.
Death Knights are all about like filling your deck with diseases, right? Like that.
Not anymore. Like there was a plague deck that was quite popular before, but it's kind of fallen by the wayside now. It's not the strongest.
Oh, this guy didn't get buffed though, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I could play
Have you seen the minion they've just played?
after you summon
That
an
thing
undead.
is kind of a must-kill target because that's going to start killing off your minions on board for free.
Okay.
But your advantage is that you have high-statted minions, but if all the things they summon, like their hero power gets poisonous, like
Right.
all your stuff just dies really fast.
So should I rush this into it and hit it with my face?
What you could do is swing into the 2 to play the Muscletron, and then your Sparkbot in hand that has Rush will then be a 5/5. So that
Oh
would quite cleanly kill off
yeah.
the thing.
So I forged the Muscletron.
You've already forged it.
All right.
So yeah.
So it'll
you
just
could-
the battle cry will give everything
Yeah.
+2/+2.
Yeah, yeah. It says forged on it, so it'll just do the battle cry.
So I swing into this, play Muscletron,
Yeah.
and
Your
what do I-
Sparkbot's 5/5 now, so playing
Oh,
that
yeah.
and rushing into the 3/5 would be super
Of
valuable.
course, of course.
And then, I mean, you could hold it. You could play a 1 mana 5/5. It's honestly, it's
1 mana
not-
5/5 is kind of nice, isn't it?
yeah, it is
Jeez.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're playing though, so like, I would guess that they're a little bit more of a minion-based deck and won't have super crazy board clears if they've got an Unholy Rune with the Grimewalker they played last turn. That's usually not a very board clear heavy deck, so
Right.
you can afford to extend a little bit more heavily on the board. But generally, because like you almost roped out that turn, it's
Yes.
generally better to, even if you're indecisive, even if you don't know the turn, just eventually start playing cards. Doing something is better than doing nothing. You know?
Right. Yeah. So I can just play these outfitters, I guess, right? Because they'll just
Yeah.
buff everything. And then what? Gold Panner as well?
Gold Pan is good because when you start playing these minions, you will start running out of just stuff in hand. So like,
Yeah.
if they clear this wave, then you're in trouble.
But go for it anyway.
Yeah, probably wanted to swing into his 2/2 first, but
Oh,
it doesn't matter. You did lose a couple of stats on that outfitters.
of course. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that the
alright.
swing gives me stuff too.
Yeah, but there is also a reason to hold the last charge with this deck because you run South Sea Deckhand,
Right. Okay.
and
So if you have the
it doesn't
weapon,
have
he
charge if
gets
you don't have a
charge.
weapon,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But you do run 2 weapons, and I'm assuming the opponent doesn't run weapon destruction, so you'll have it in plenty of time anyway.
I like this so far. This is it's a nice one.
Yeah, it's quite a chill deck to play. It's just buff your minions, play big minions, not too complicated.
What have you been playing mostly this this set?
I've been playing quite a variety of things. We've got a combo deck that I don't know. I like to call it Shit Rogue. It's quite complicated to play. It's like super APM intensive.
Right.
A lot of actions per turn.
Do I want to just hit him in the face here?
Yeah, I want to hit him in the face.
And then play this Astral Serpent so that we draw 2 cards?
That looks nice to me. That'll happen at the end of your turn, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. And remember what I
are
said about
these?
spending mana.
Yes, we want to spend it all. Do I want to shut? No, probably not, right? I could
Gear
play...
shift is better next turn because it will remove the hand buffs on your plushie and protector because it shuffles them into the deck and then they lose their buffs. I play medic last.
Oh.
Do you know about finale? The finale keyword.
No. I mean, I think I do, but
And
no.
I'll explain it.
Okay.
It's all good. So finale is if playing that card will result in you having 0 mana.
Yeah.
So like if you
Oh,
had 2
yeah,
mana
then
left,
you get
play
the
full-
finale, right?
Yeah, then you'd get you just have 2 more health now, which is pretty irrelevant considering the game state. But
Yeah. Wait. Okay, what?
It's minor things that, to be honest, even like professional players just botch these turns sometimes and just don't finale stuff, and then it's very irrelevant almost all the time.
But I could have gotten 2 more health.
Yeah, it's a small thing that sometimes matters, and
Yeah.
you know it's technically correct to do it, but
I've definitely played finale before, but I just completely
Okay,
forgot
yeah.
about it.
it was I think,
Ooh.
yeah, first set of last year it came out.
So this guy's just showing me everything that he's he's
Yeah,
got,
so
but-
he's triple Unholy Death Knight, I think, which is really, really, really bad when you force it off board. Yeah, I mean, take your pick. He's dead in many ways here.
Pow. Oh, I like that effect. It's really good. We did it.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's very
the
strong.
nice thing about the plushie as well is the 1/1 copy in your hand It starts off as a 1/1, but if you start hand buffing it, then you just got a 1 mana kill whatever you want with loads of lifesteal as well. So it's nice to have a lot of cards that replace themselves in your hand with this deck.
Yeah.
And you just don't feel bad spewing stuff onto the board.
No, and it's nice spewing cheap stuff that's big, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just got to open up a pack of cards that I just got.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Did you get the returning player stuff, by the way? I don't know how any of that stuff works.
This is one of them. I just got 8 cards from this one.
Oh,
but no, I don't think you can. I don't think you can buy them, or at least I couldn't buy them.
The catch-up packs, yeah.
Yeah. But this pack just gave me 8 cards, so.
Yeah, for me, they would only give me 5 cards like a normal pack.
Yeah.
But, depending on your collection size, so like a new player, I think if you have a fully empty collection, it gives you something like 40 cards.
That's insane. I remember when I did the, I was doing some hashtag ad stuff for Showdown and the Badlands, and they gave me, I think it was like 10 or 20 of those catch-up packs, and it was just like, every time it was like 40 to 50 cards.
50 cards, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Too many cards.
They've made the game a lot more like free to play, new player friendly.
Yeah. I guess, well, I mean, the collection is so big, right? That
Oh, we won.
Hooray!
They were intimidated.
That was a good one. We beat.
They were up against.
Yeah. Little Red Riding Hood just didn't want to face off against a big armored paladin, right?
Some people do get really, really frustrated by specific classes, specific decks.
Yes.
So they could just be having a bad day.
Yes.
They go, no more paladin.
I don't want to ever face a paladin again. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna open this other pack because the game is just giving me loads of packs. This one had 8 cards in it. I got an epic though. Trial by Fire. I don't know if that's good.
Oh, that used to be. I think that used to. I could be wrong. It used to cost 6. Yeah, I don't think it ever cost 5. Like, it was nuts when it cost 6, but it's kind of fallen out of favor these days.
How does it feel to be a champion?
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
I've been working at it for years.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's quite the grind, isn't it?
Oh, last year was hell, man. It was hell. It was like basically 10 hours a day of just
non-stop
jamming Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And I had to win, so it was stressful as well.
Did you have a lot of spreadsheets tracking win rates and matchups and everything?
For tournaments,
yeah,
we did a lot of work with that. But for actual, because to qualify for them, we had to just work on ladder, basically.
Right.
Just get high ranks end of the season.
Yeah.
And finish top 5 every month. Lovely mulligan, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? The point system is very involved, isn't it? You have to.
Oh yeah.
You really do have to play a lot.
You've got to be very, very, very hardworking. You've got to have a lot of time as well.
Yeah. There's no point in coining this guy, right?
It's weird because
it's a turn 4, so we want to coin it.
We're definitely coining the weapon now that we've drawn it.
Oh right, yeah.
So yeah, it was shaping up to be a bit weird, but yeah, this hand wants to coin the weapon. So drone deconstructor, since it replaces itself in hand, is something that's quite easy to just chuck on board.
Okay.
And also, if that sticks, you've got the spark bot it gives you. It can just magnetize to this, so you can just 1 mana make it huge if it sticks. It probably won't stick that long against the warrior.
Oh, can this? Oh, it's magnetic. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so the spark bot grows, and
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It might stick. You never know,
it looks
right?
Like it will. To be fair, warriors don't really want to over clear like a little 1/2 because they'll run out of cards. So here it was probably slightly better to go for the gold panna because it's like that same rule of early game. You're not really fighting for board that much against a warrior.
Right.
So it replaces itself in hand, and then when you coin weapon, over time you'll just end up with more stats in your hand.
Right. Okay.
Like
so
the outfit will have more things to buff, and also
yeah, because your hand's bigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also they have to clear the panna, otherwise it'll draw 2, it'll draw 3, and warrior doesn't really want to spend that much time doing it. Like if you had a gold panna on board here,
yeah, it would have
really
just
want
been
to just chuck a Steam Guardian into that. They'd rather just clear it.
Right.
But it's still fine. So this matchup is a lot about them running out of removal for your minions, and also you having a lot of charge damage on the as a backup plan. So you wanna sort of spread out your threats a little bit,
Right.
and try and make sure you always have a reasonable amount of stuff in hand. So stuff like Gold Panner is quite important for that.
Okay. This warriors, I guess, are still more or less the same, right? They just go. Are they like
yeah.
mostly control, like unless they're doing like
At the moment they
pirate
are.
or
They've
something?
gone through different iterations through the years, of course, but the current builds of warrior are very much more control focused.
Right.
Like this one, based on them playing. Oh, okay. Actually, I had a decent idea what they were playing until they played the battle pickaxe.
Right. So
Uh,
Gold Panner might be. I guess I could still play it, but it's a little bit risky to play now because I guess you can just.
Well, it'll have 5 health if you swing your weapon, so it's not dying to the pickaxe, so
Oh,
it
of
demands another
course.
card to get played. You could also protect it with a Righteous Protector.
Oh yeah, because
But,
it gives taunt as well, right? So I'm swinging no matter what here, right?
Yeah, you start your turn with swing like pretty much as a default.
And then I could play Panner and well, I could do Outfitter first,
That's all right.
and then it
You
makes.
can also play the instrument tech, but that runs into Bladestorm, which will it does damage to. It does like whirlwinds every minion on the board until one of them dies. So if you have 2 5 health minions, they'll both end up dead.
Oh, of
If that makes
course, yeah.
sense. So like if you had a 1/1 on board, it would just do 1 whirlwind. That 1/1 would die. Nothing else happens.
Right, I see.
So against warrior, it's handy to have different health totals on board.
Right, okay. So should I?
That's all right. Yeah, outfit is fine with Panna.
All right.
Like
I love the voice. I think that the beard kind of helps with the whole delivery of the line as well.
oh yeah.
Right. So, sorry, you were
So
saying so that's the whirlwind thing. Is it a bit like corruption, like warlock corruption, in that like if it kills something, it'll spin again, and then it'll
No.
keep...
If it kills something, it stops spinning. So it's like the opposite.
Oh.
Defile's the one you're talking about, I think. That one is actually in standard again. That rotated back in.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like the opposite of Defile. If it kills something, it stops, but it keeps going until it kills something.
Right. 2, 3. So I'm swinging, and then should I draw the weapon and play it again?
It's pretty important to get the next copy of the weapon in hand.
Do I have anything that
Because you want to probably start next turn with that.
has charge or you have a weapon equipped? So charge, I can hit face with charge, right? It's
Yes.
rush that can't hit face.
So the main way that you kill slower decks with this is stuff like South Sea Deckhound and with the outfit tailor that you've drawn. So you want
Right.
to buff both of those as big as possible, and then do like a lot of charge damage. If they can keep up with your stats on board anyway.
I'm gonna have to hit this anyway. So should I just run the 4/4 into this and then hit him in the
there's
face?
no clean way to kill it with just your minions in hand.
Right. Oh, I can't actually do... So I can draw the weapon, but I can't play it this turn.
No, you can start next turn with it because a lot of the minions in your hand cost 1 anyway, so you can drop a lot of stats with them.
Should I drop a protector?
Probably
or-
worth putting one more thing on board to just push, like threaten a bit more damage. But you don't have to go super overboard and commit it all, because like Brawl still exists.
Oh, of
stuff like that.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
don't know-
Brawl still core and has been the whole
Nah.
time, or is it rotated back in?
No, it's not great anymore. They've got better removal, but they've sort of So they're playing a weird deck that I've sort of never seen before. It's just a bunch of taunt minions, so I feel like you'll overrun them quite easily with the paladin. So there's not a whole lot of removal you really need to worry about.
Right. Okay. So I play my weapon. Do I have anything? I guess I could charge him and kill it.
It's typically better to put the slow things on board first.
Right.
So like like the Spark Bot and the Protector would do a lot more work if you. So they'll be able to swing next turn. You should probably swing your weapon first, though.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So as a general rule of thumb, you just play your slower minions first, because like this deckhand's going to go face next turn anyway, and then these can go face along with it. But also forces them to spend their turn dealing with these, which means they'll clear the way a bit better with the stuff in your hand as well.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Bad?
pretty solid. You've got since you've been away for a while, like your opponents are probably going to be like, without me here, you'd probably be steamrolling them anyway.
Come on. I don't think you've watched me play enough Hearthstone. Winning is not something that happens very often.
I mean, even if you are terrible, which I don't believe you would be, but even if you were that bad, your deck is just better than all of theirs anyway. Having seen what they're playing.
Okay, so he's got to take a huge beating there.
Have you read the text on Amethyst, by the way? I don't know how much you know about Titans.
Your minions can't take more than 2 damage at a time. This is a taunt.
Yeah, I mean, they are dead, by the way, but
2, 7. I'm trying to do the math here. 8.
If both the minions.
Oh yeah, no, I could do it.
Then you can just deckhand them in the face anyway.
So I hit him like this. Oh yeah, I can just put them. Well, I could just do this though, right? Because I've got the 14.
That fully works. There are multiple ways to do it. You also had the plushie, which has rush, and that could have cleared the way anyway.
Oh yeah.
They're like 20 damage over lethal, but
just too many options.
Yeah.
So the Titan stuff, I've messed up on Titans many times.
Yeah. So
because there's the abilities that you can like pick.
Yeah,
right?
they've all got 3 abilities, and so you basically just click the Titan, and then it shows you 3 abilities. But they all have passive effects as well. I mean, most of them do. Like the Amethyst, you put it on board, and the most damage you can take, your minions can take while Amethyst is on your board, is 2.
So that's
like a really good way to protect your board from. Like you can drop it and then make a bunch of trades against big minions. So like your opponent's minion has 8 attack. It'll do 2 to your minion no matter what.
That's amazing. So that's like a must clear immediately, right? When they see a Titan down there.
Yeah, most Titans, if they stick longer than a turn, then the game ends. But yeah, Amethyst is your best way of protecting boards against damage-based AoE.
Right. The Yogg-Saron that I have in my I noticed I had it in hand. That's
Yes.
Is that just the old one, or is there like
that's a new Titan version of Yogg. I mean, you can read it before mulligan it, because you definitely don't want to keep it.
No. Is that just something that you play when you've slowed down near like the end or whatever, and
Okay,
you just
have you paid attention to the anomalies, by the way?
No.
So if you hover the little purple thing next to starting hand at the top of the screen.
Oh, first minion played on each player's turns costs 1 less. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it'll help your actually some mages play 0 minions, so that could be a really good one for us if they're playing the full spell mage.
Yeah.
So that does adjust your mulligan a bit, because gold pound is going to cost 1. You could play that on turn 1, which makes it a lot higher value to keep.
Yeah.
Which does reduce the value of Drone Deconstructor quite a lot.
Right.
Because if you're going to play Gold Panner on 1, you're not going to play Deconstructor. So you want to mulligan a lot more aggressively for
There you go.
the weapon and the
Outfitter.
The
Magatha, Bane of
instrument
Music.
tech, that's the one.
Draw 5 cards and give any spells drawn to your opponent. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
your deck runs no spells, so that will always just draw 5 cards.
So I don't need to draw the weapon here though, right?
No, it's
Panner's
generally
probably
better.
better.
Panner down earlier because, yeah, the longer it sticks, the more cards you draw.
Nice. Here we go.
Oh, well, there you go.
Got the weapon straight away.
It's basically an instrument tech.
Yeah. Uh-oh. My Panner.
There is some value in playing the Panner on a different turn. If you know what the mage's likely turn is going to look like, then... So if you know that their best turn 2 is like the Flame Geyser to shoot your Panner, then you could hold it and put it on a turn where you think they're going to play like a board generation card.
Right.
Something a bit different.
Give a friendly minion attack and health equal to this minion's. Okay, that's
Yeah,
like
you
a
wanna
later
save that
one, right?
later. It's actually fine here to play 2 minions, even though you're going to hand buff, because a good curve here is coin weapon into Magatha. So clearing up a bit of hand space
Is not a bad thing.
is not a bad thing. Like
Right.
a lot of the time you'd hold Righteous Protector for later, but with Magatha in hand, it's fine to just play a bit more aggressively for board.
Look at all my beautiful golden tokens.
I actually don't like golden cards.
What? Come on,
Yeah.
man. You just got sick of seeing them on your rise to the top?
Yeah, I mean, people always ask me why I remove all my golden cards from my decks, and I just prefer the non-golden ones.
Right, so we're just hitting this guy in the face.
Yeah. Here is actually a spot where you could have just coined the Magatha to just get a 6/6 on board immediately.
But I get to play it next turn anyway, though, right?
You do, but what
And
you've
it's
done
bigger?
here is buffed 4 minions in your hand, and your Magatha would have added 5. So
Oh, I would have gotten
That's not
more
good.
value, is what you're saying.
yeah,
Way
more
more
value, also a 6/6 on board right there and then,
Right.
which demands an answer.
So
still fine.
he's going to be demanding a huge answer this time, right?
Yeah, they don't want to take 7.
Okay.
So this looks like the full spell mage, maybe. So they have, so their deck is built around cards on them that say if your deck has no minions, then like this card is better, basically.
Oh my gosh.
So their best one is a turn 5 draw 3 cards spell,
which he's going to play right now, probably.
They
Nope.
want to play it this
Yeah.
turn, but they don't want to take 7. So even if they have it in hand, they'll probably have to clear the Magatha or they die.
Oh. That's a cheeky move, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, so you want to power spike around things that they want to do if you know their deck well.
Okay.
What you could. So have you read the text on Ziliax, by the way?
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that you have to like customize them in the deck
Yeah,
as
there are
well.
loads of different versions of Ziliax. The one this deck has, basically, if it sticks a turn, they die.
Right. Okay.
So along the lines of what I said about power spiking into their setup turns,
Yeah.
it's very good to drop Ziliax here, because if they don't clear it, they're dead, and if they do clear it, they've wasted a turn on it.
Right.
Don't forget the weapon swing, but
Oh, I forgot the weapon
it's
swing.
alright, man.
That's my bad.
It's still effectively.
I get one of those for free, but if I do it again now, I'll buy you a pack of cards, okay? Every time I miss the
Wait, I
just
have
keep
all the
count.
cards in
We
the
got
game.
3 training sessions. You're going to have a huge collection at the end of this. I'm
I
going to
already
miss it
have.
every time.
I have every card, man. I'm good.
Yeah, but you need the golden versions even though you don't like them.
No, I don't. I disenchant the golden version.
Oh, come on. Dude, you don't want to rock up to a tournament with all golden cards? People do that, right?
So what they do in tournaments, they give us super accounts with all the cards in the game in golden,
Oh.
and
that's cheeky.
I manually get rid of all the golden cards.
What, on the super accounts?
yeah.
Nice.
So when you copy the deck, it adds the deck in full golden. So before a tournament, I'll still just do that.
This guy's in a little bit of trouble, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's lethal.
Do you want me to get my weapon primed again?
He's actually dead. I think.
8, 9, 10, 11,
So you
12,
got to hit with deckhand before you swing. because
13.
It won't have charge. But I think it's deckhand swing Leroy is lethal. if I can count.
Deckhand. Okay, let's try. Deckhand. Yeah, swing. Which gives the buff to Leroy, and
Yep.
it is exactly lethal. We did it. Well, you did it.
Ah, you did it.
You taught me how to fly the plane, and I landed it.
Yeah, you forgot
That's
some
nice.
weapon swings. A little bit of a crash landing.
I
but-
forgot one.
Yeah.
The free one as well.
Yeah, it was fine though.
This deck is crazy. It's like so
Yeah,
strong.
It got nerfed a lot after the expansion.
Right.
It was one of the best decks by far. Like the plushie, the 4 mana, rush, mini, lifesteal, all the keywords.
Yeah.
Uh,
Haven't had to
little
use
tiger.
that very much.
yeah, you haven't had to because the opponents haven't been that aggressive. But that used to cost 3. Which was completely nuts.
What does
Like,
it cost now?
It costs 4. It
Oh,
used to be
okay.
just impossible to kill paladins.
Right.
Like, they play the plushie, and they trade into one of your minions. Then, oh crap, my game's crashed.
Oops. It's okay. I'll try on my own. Okay. When you
Go for it, man.
when you log into the game to spectate and the
You'll
whole
be
thing
way
is on
ahead.
fire and it's melting and stuff, it's fine. I'll
No,
be.
I have full faith. I think,
Do you
be honest.
keep your painter's virtue in your opening hand just in case you don't have something to grab it so that
Yes.
you always
Yeah,
have it for
it's
4?
the most important card in the deck.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like with the druid, we're going to play a bit later as well. There are a lot of decks where the power of the deck spikes so much around specific cards. Like
Yeah.
this is built around that, but the druid is a bit less so. But there are cards that are just so much better than the others in the mulligan with the druid, but less like build around for the entire deck.
Druid. I think the last time I played a lot of Druid was Jade Druid,
Okay, that
but
was a long time.
I was not good at it either. It was.
This one's a lot more simple. It's more, play your cards, spend mana. All
Yeah.
of that.
I like decks like that. I like the sort of playing on curve but
Yeah.
then having options. I played I played a rogue deck to Legend one time.
Oh, nice. Wait, how many times have you hit Legend?
Just the once,
or-
yeah, off that rogue deck, and it was a elemental rogue deck way back.
I've in all the because I've played Hearthstone since the closed beta. I think I watched you play it then, actually. And I've never heard of Elemental Rogue.
Okay, I mean we're going back a bit here though with elemental
yeah.
rogue. Like it was a while back, but it was nice because it was you played a lot of minions on curve, but the minions had combos with each other. Like there was like a fire minion that you could play that if you had another elemental on board, it would deal 5 damage, like when you played it to a target and stuff. It just
I
felt
remember
really
that.
nice. It was just like it had like pretty good matchups. It had like pretty good win rate. This is when like Pirate Warrior and stuff was like all really
Yeah, I was terrible. I
popular. Yeah.
I think you hit Legend before I did,
Really?
by the sounds of it. I think because I was terrible at Hearthstone for years and years and years, and then
Well,
I just
I
got good in like 2019.
I mean, I've been terrible at Hearthstone since it came out. I still am
Yeah,
after all
Legend.
this time. Well, yeah, once though. I mean, it's not.
To be fair, I'm still terrible at Hearthstone quite often, and
You won the whole thing, the championship. I mean, that's even if you only
Yeah,
do that
yeah, but
once,
I-
you're in history. Like.
oh yeah, no, I'm instantly washed up. I already suck. Like, I don't compete anymore, but,
Come on. Okay, I'm gonna play Magatha, an 8/8, and then swing.
Yes.
This is
Good,
gonna
good.
be huge. So everything gets a big, huge buff in my
Yes.
hand, including Ziliax.
yeah.
We just drew.
Yeah, if Ziliax doesn't die, both of them are just going to have just a million attack, and the warrior will immediately be dead.
Whoa.
The issue with Ziliax is Blade Storm, but also if you generally a lot of people overplay around things. They go, oh, if they have this, then my minion dies.
Right. So
But
I should hit
if you
and
just-
then Ziliax.
don't hit because you've got deck hand. Like Ziliax is already strong enough.
Okay.
Like if it sticks, you win.
All right. So this one, I don't owe you a pack for not hitting first.
No, you're good.
Okay.
The rule changes when you've got one charge of the weapon left and you have a deck hand.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because the deck hand's 5/4 right
Yeah.
now. It's pretty good, right?
But what I was saying about playing around stuff, people will look at this and just go, "Oh, Blade Storm would kill the Ziliax. I shouldn't play it."
Right.
Like if they don't have Blade Storm, you win. So just make them have it, and then it's not like you lose.
So you got to actually count now, right? Because what happens with this guy? Draw your highest cost minion. This is
Yeah, the highest cost minion's not going to be threatening.
Okay. So I could hit this
Mm-hmm.
deckhand into it.
I mean, if you swing, then your deckhand doesn't have charge.
Oh yeah, but I could get instrument tech up and play the.
Probably better to play the rush minions because you want the deckhand to finish them off next turn with, or the turn after, because your instrument tech will draw your second weapon, so that deckhand will have charge later on. And
What do I pop the bubble with though? Just a charge?
probably your weapon and a rush minion, and you play the instrument tech to
Oh, okay, yeah, to get the thing
redraw
back.
the other
Yeah.
weapon. Also, if you drone deconstruct when it hits Wind Fury, I think it's just lethal.
Right.
Because the spark bot it gives you, it has a just a random effect, and sometimes that's Wind Fury, and your zillies would just murder them.
Right.
Doesn't really matter. This game's super over. So yeah, it hits
Sorry.
stealth that you could It's basically if you magnetize it to the zilly, then
Oh yeah, I
you
could.
don't have to this turn. But it's like that's why Wind Fury is so nuts. Because it's just another
Magnetic
11 damage.
spark bot with a random bonus effect.
Yeah.
Oh, this
So
is
they are
this is the
life
drone.
steal- Yeah. Drone,
The-
drone deconstruct gives you that.
Oh,
They can clear the board, but it's not a huge deal.
no.
Like what a slower warrior would
no.
have dead anyway.
That's unfortunate, eh? So now I
Uh-huh.
can just well,
You
he's
just got
dead.
space
20.
and he's gone.
Oh my god, man.
Yep.
Doubles. That's crazy.
It's just an instant must kill thing. So like if they kill it, you're fine. You still play the game. But if they don't kill it, the game ends.
Yeah. It just gets way
You've got
too
a
big,
lot
right?
of things with this deck that you're just demanding an answer every single turn from your opponent.
And I guess
the turn
the-
they don't have it.
The fact that I'm playing so much stuff is probably good for brawls too, right? Or not really.
Well, the more stuff you play, the worse it is against Brawl. But Brawl
Yeah.
takes their entire turn. Because like the opponent
And
can
it
clear your
costs a
board, but
ton
They have to
for
win
them
the
to-
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to win the game as well. So clearing your board isn't winning the game. They have to turn the corner at some point.
I want to use this new card back, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, it dance party. It's nice, right? No?
I don't know. I use the esports card back. Flex.
Wait, you don't use okay, what you use
Ironically, it is a golden card back as well.
Okay, what's the rarest card back then? It's that one it's that white one, right? It's like a cloud one or something.
Is
I
that
think
the rarest?
I think it was like a tournament one, or am I thinking
I mean,
of
the
something?
tournament one that I use is just a golden card back for getting top 16 in a esports tournament.
That's got to be really rare, right?
It should be the rarest, but like so many years have passed that it might not be. Maybe it's just the older ones are rarer now. I doubt it though.
The cloud rainbow one. No, I'm thinking of a different one. It looks like it's like a sleek white card back. It looks like, and then it's got like blue Hearthstone in the middle. But I can't remember which. I can't remember where it comes from. 10 years in the
I've got to be
tavern.
honest,
Golden
I
Skies.
have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, the 10 years one. Everyone got that for free recently, I think.
I didn't.
Oh,
That's awkward. I'm sitting here looking, and I don't have that one. So
oh,
where's my
Feel a bit bad
esports
now.
card back? Well, it's in my
golden
other. I
celebration
left it in my
you
other
use.
pants. Just gotta.
I don't know if you can participating in anniversary events. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually pay attention to how I get anything. I play the game so much that I just passively collect everything and I have no idea where anything came from.
And just disenchant all your golden cards as well.
Well, I actually hold on to cards because if they get nerfed, you get a full dust refund. So I just sit there. I don't play them in my decks, but I just sit on them.
How much gold and dust do you have, or do you not really keep track of that either? You just
Gold
have
I don't have
tons?
that much of generally. I don't know how much. Dust I've got like 70,000 maybe.
70,000. Jeez, that's pretty good. This is looking pretty rough to start here.
It's not a great starting hand. We don't really want any of these.
Is it worth coining Muscletron, or no? Just wait for the weapon if
No,
possible.
honestly, the starting hand is bad, but you've got gear shift, so you can get rid of the rubbish, Righteous Protector, and deckhand.
But they're gone forever. Oh no, they get shuffled
just
back
go into
in.
your deck. Yeah,
Ah, that's
you
not
can
too bad.
instantly redraw them, but it's unlikely.
Yeah. What is big in the world of shamans right now?
at the higher ranks, it's like a OTK deck.
Right. Okay.
But I have doubts that you'll be playing against that.
I'm gonna shuffle these in and see what I get. That's not great. Also,
Oh, amazing.
well,
You've got
Ziliax, I
instrument
guess.
tech into coin weapon though, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. I got Ziliax. I could play him on curve, which is pretty good, I guess. Oh no.
Okay, I wasn't expecting Murlocs.
You think that we're in trouble?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
No, the opposite.
No trouble at all?
Yeah. But the issue here is I have no idea what could be in their deck. Because I was not predicting Murloc Tidehunter. I've not seen that card in years.
Those look very... Oh.
Ooh.
Wait.
Look at him go.
No!
Oh, you can just kill his totem with the weapon now.
Yes, yeah.
Since he didn't trade.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
That is cheeky.
a perfect positioning.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could also deviate for a turn and not play the weapon and just kill his totem with the plushie.
Plushie. Which one is the plushie?
The one on the left. It's basically
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of the best cards in the deck. Just
I would need to coin into it, though.
yeah, that's fine. Coining it and then playing the weapon is completely fine. Because the thing about it, it's got lifesteal, so they can't ignore it. They have to kill it, otherwise you'll just keep hitting with it, and any face damage they do is just getting healed back up anyway.
That's a nice shout about the plushie. I don't know if I would have even played the plushie. I actually don't know what I would have done, but yeah,
it
I
just ruins their turn because they got to trade their board into it because
and
going
heal
face
me
doesn't
up
do anything.
completely as well,
Yeah.
right? And now things are just about to get worse for them.
Oh yeah, things are gonna get very, very horrible for them very fast.
But wait, there's a Murloc Tidecaller enters the arena.
Terrifying.
So this,
that's a must-kill target.
this
We gotta
has
kill it.
everything, but it's just a 1/1 instead. But
Yeah.
I'll buff it up as I go, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does this guy do?
2/2, and then before you know it,
Okay, I want to get rid of
Huge.
the guy who does stuff first, right?
yes, because that might become a 2/2, and then we're in trouble.
Nice. Do you think that this guy is gonna run tech to get rid of my weapon?
Some people do, but I feel like
Whoa. Whoa.
oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so they could bloodlust you, but that's just not lethal yet anyway.
Right.
So
And-
at this point, when you've got lifesteal cards in your hand, you can count their maximum damage. So bloodlust would just add 12,
Yeah.
which you'd be able to take a hit from.
But I've got
And
all
then-
of this. I got all of these
Yeah.
options
You
here
can be
anyway,
super
right?
greedy and just forge and play the Muscletron as well.
Muscletron being
The second card from the left.
oh yeah,
So-
forge it and play it straight away.
Yeah. So that'll put your make your lifesteal minions massive. So if they don't kill you immediately,
Yeah.
then
Do you think that that's too greedy though?
I mean you can afford to be greedy because the next turn is so ridiculous. They can't really.
What if I die here though? I'll be so
I
upset.
don't think it's possible. I don't think there's any combination of cards in hand that kills you.
Okay.
Oh, actually, there is.
I'm trusting you.
Because Bloodlust, so they released these gift cards recently.
Yeah.
It's like a 1-mana spell that lets you discover three different spells. So the version they'll have will have like they'd have to spend 1 mana
Right.
to discover a temporary copy. So it's only in hand for that turn, and their options are Lightning Storm, Bloodlust, and Hex. So they'd have to spend all their mana to Bloodlust, and that's the most damage they could do that turn with that many cards in hand.
Right. So do I want the finale on Audio Medic?
Yeah,
here?
yeah, because that'll have lifesteal, which is pretty important. So you
Right.
just got to make sure you can count to 6. And
Can
then
I
you're
count?
fine.
Can I count to 6? She is 2. So I could play this guy, right?
Probably swing first.
Oh, swing first. I'll swing and kill something. Yeah.
Yeah, seems good.
Okay. So I can play this guy. And then I can play this, right?
Yep. And before you know it, you're at full health.
Crazy. And kill this guy. And then I play this guy.
Yep. Like, I don't know how the tournament thing's gonna work at the end of this.
Well, let me give you a sneak peek of how it's going to work. We're going to kick everybody's ass with this deck. It's going to be insane.
There's actually going to be an expansion before then, so things could change quite a lot. So specifically, this deck might be completely obsolete.
It might hold up, though. There's a good chance that it's going to hold up. And
it does have good cards.
Oh my god, man! I haven't seen this card in a long time.
Yeah, he's still okay. Not amazing, but he's. I think he's been in the core set for a long time.
He doesn't have enough juice left, right? And also we've got a big Leroy. So what do we have? 14. What's 14 plus 8? 18, 22, and then yeah, we got it right.
Yep.
Big time.
Also, the Spark Pot's 1 more damage that you can put on the Deconstructor, but it's irrelevant. It's also always something worth noting. You've got a magnetized thing in hand, and you've got a mech on board.
Is it times up, let's do this, or thumbs up, let's do this?
Time's up.
Time's up.
That's from the, surely you've seen the Leroy video.
Yeah, I have, yeah. But the audio is so bad that it's hard to actually...
He gets all impatient.
He does, yeah.
Up, I think.
Yeah, I had lethal chat. Thank you so much. We're almost out of bronze with this deck. That's pretty good.
Yep. Do you want to switch to the Druid? Or are you happy with this? We could get to silver before switching.
Yeah, let's get to silver before switching. And then hopefully there's some worthy opponents in silver for the Druid deck.
I doubt you'll face an actual worthy opponent for quite some time.
Come on. It just said on my screen worthy opponent.
And
honestly, look at this.
You should take that personally with the decks we've queued into.
Look at this hero portrait. This has to be a worthy opponent, right? Golden Rogue? Oh no, it's not even Golden Border.
No, it's not Golden Border, so that means they haven't played that much.
Yeah. Do you have all the heroes Golden Border?
I don't think I have Death Knight Golden. Outfitter's not generally a good keep, by the way.
Oh, right. Yeah, we want the weapon first, right?
Yeah, it's better when you've got a lot more stuff in hand.
I got the weapon, though.
Yeah, that's good. But like here, if you played Outfitter, it would just buff 2 minions, and then that's not doing much.
Right. But I guess playing it next turn will be a little bit better, right?
It's okay, yeah.
Oh my god. 10th anniversary coin?
Man, I'm so out of touch with all the cosmetic things in the game. I've never been one for cosmetics.
No.
So I'm just like the emotionless, try-hard, competitive player.
Would you audio medic into this?
It gets so much stronger later that I would
not do it. Right, okay. So
this
do you
turn
think
is pretty rough no matter what.
Can I magnetic onto on this thing? And then
you can, but
gear
the
shift,
magnetic gets a lot better later.
So I'll just play this, right?
Yeah, you can do that. Look, every turn here is pretty miserable.
Right.
Like, because it was also a shout to play gear shift, even though it doesn't spend all your mana, because if you want to play it later, then it will just delete some of your hand buffs.
Right.
Because it undoes it when it shuffles them into the deck.
I feel like Ziliax on 6 is so strong, though, right?
Yeah. If they don't kill it, they're done.
Uh-oh. I think he's attacking the 1/2. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
That makes sense. So I can't... would you forge this and then just...
Yeah, I would just take it slow, I think.
I mean, I could just play the...
The Sparkbolt gets huge the moment you play Muscletron. Also, you can magnetize it to the Muscletron.
Right, okay, so just...
Wait, why trade? Do you have a reason to trade here?
No, I guess I could just hit him in the face, right? And then force him to do something about it?
Like, unless you can come up with a specific reason to trade... Okay, this would be the reason. If they hit a specific excavate. I don't know if you know much about excavates.
No, I don't, actually. He's breakdancing?
They get, like, a random treasure. So the first one will give them a 1 mana thing. They excavate again, they get 2 mana, 3 mana. And then 4 mana will be the legendary treasure, which will have a much stronger payoff than the other stuff.
But I just swing at this thing anyway, right?
Yeah, should do. What you can also do, since you hit the stealth Sparkbot, you can hold it for Ziliax plus stealth on turn 7, potentially.
Right. Yeah, because if it's stealth and it's not been activated, there's not much you can do to it,
It's
right?
very, very, very unlikely they can do something. But Rogue generates a lot of random cards from outside their class,
Right.
so they can deal with it, but nothing in their actual deck should be able to. Okay, actually, there is a card that could kill stealth minions, but it's pretty expensive.
So I'll play Muscletron and I don't know. Muscletron and
I mean, just you got 5 mana.
hit somebody, hit one of these guys first.
Yep. Swing first.
Yeah.
Buff your hand. Player 2 is.
Oh yeah, I'll play Muscletron,
Yep.
and then I might just play draw a weapon as well. And then
You
I
could draw a weapon. That's fine. It's also generally better to draw the weapon sooner rather than later, because
Yeah.
the moment you draw it naturally from your deck, this instrument deck doesn't draw anything.
yeah,
So it's like you just didn't draw a card for a turn. If you
Yeah.
do that.
and then I've got it on standby to.
I will say the Ziliax stealth thing seems like complete nonsense.
So play Ziliac and then
Well, if you just jam it on 6, then it's a lot less likely they can clear it, I think.
right.
Unless you've got a super powerful turn.
But if
like
I wait
Rogue,
to 7, I can stealth Ziliac and
you
go
can,
crazy.
but that might be just a bit unnecessarily greedy.
Right. Oh. Oh.
Like it's possible, but it gives them a whole extra turn to put some stuff on board and set up ways to clear it.
Hey, what was that random delayed dynamite?
So they choose all the targets, so they were being indecisive.
Right.
And so they traded into the Muscletron because they know you've got a Magnetize in hand.
Right.
They killed it because it was a mech, even though it had less attack than the instrument deck.
Ooh.
So they're gonna get, yeah. Oh,
I have no idea what's
Frozen.
happening.
so Velarok generates. So they discover a card from outside the class and it discounts by 3. They happen to hit Frostbolt in front
Oh,
of
right.
your face. Honestly, I think Ziliax is super hard for them to clear. Even if they clear it, you've got loads of stats the turn after.
But I can't swing.
You can't swing. You don't need to swing.
This Ziliax is nuts.
Yeah, Ziliax is one of the strongest cards they've ever printed because it's got so many different forms that, like, almost all of them are viable in some way.
So now
It is
he's
possible for them to clear it, but
got to have to
specific
do a
mana.
lot of work with 4 mana to clear.
yeah,
This
there's
though,
like
right?
there's a 3 mana thing that kills a minion if they've excavated twice.
Right.
So they could have had that and then shadow stepped it and played it again for 1. That's like the only clear I can really think of,
He's going to hit me in the face
and then die.
and then die. There's nothing he can do here.
Yeah, he just didn't have the clear. That's basically this deck in the nutshell. If they don't have it, they die. If the opponent doesn't have the answers, they're just dead.
Ziliax just called her, insignificant twice. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, some of the voice lines are pretty rude when they're beating you up. Did you play with Penflinger ever?
No, not that I recall.
It just shouts "Hey loser" every time you play it.
That's not what I need to hear when I'm losing at Hearthstone.
It was every time you play a spell, it bounces back to your hand. It's like a 1 mana shoot something for 1 damage.
And says,
So you'd
"Hey
have,
loser" every time.
It would say "Hey loser" every single time.
That would trigger me big time.
So you get people playing like 5 Penflingers every single turn, and then.
Have you had a relationship with this game through your climb to the top where you have uninstalled it in Rage?
No, not in Rage.
Okay.
I have uninstalled it because I've had to take a break because eventually you get burned out if you do it this much.
I can just play this, right? This is a great starting hand for me.
Yeah, because everything in hand gets discounted by 1 because of the anomaly.
Oh, so I can play Gold Penna real early.
Yeah, instrument tech's probably not that worth keeping with this hand, but it's fine.
But I can just have the extra weapon in hand, right?
Yeah,
for my-
yeah. But
for
you'd
the
probably
big
rather have like a higher value minion for hand buffs, but
Yeah.
because you've
Okay.
already got one weapon. But it's not a huge deal. Some Death Knights also they have a weapon that freezes whatever it attacks.
Right.
They've
I
got a
was
4-mana weapon.
I just thought about what you said about instrument tech being a good early play, right? Because it becomes less useful later, especially
Yeah,
once
that's
you.
true.
Yeah.
It's not a bad key by any means, but when you've got you'd rather. Ideally, the ideal scenario is instrument tech is the last 2 cards in your deck, and you draw
Right.
the weapons naturally.
Right.
Like you'd rather never draw instrument tech, and you'd rather draw weapon instead. But it's good to guarantee the weapon. Okay, so this is the plague deck.
This is not a great deck, right? This is not the one.
It kind of sucks. Yeah. There's a thing at the World Championship where the 2 people that came joint last place were the only ones that had Plague Death Knight, and it was just the worst deck in the whole tournament.
All right.
Which, oh, this is the first time we've drawn Tarim.
Yeah, I haven't even seen this guy yet.
It's a very good card.
Yeah, that's good.
Because you buff it in hand, and then if a minion sticks on board, you set it to the same stats as the Tarim. So it just becomes huge.
Nice. I don't want the panner to die, right? Because then I get the draw.
It will die this turn.
No, but I don't want to run it into anything.
no, sure
yeah,
not.
you keep him alive.
It's not well. It doesn't kill the minion anyway. But even if it did, it's more valuable to draw a card, especially when you're playing weapon next turn.
What does this guy do when he dies? Shuffle 2 random plagues into your opponent's deck. Oh,
yeah.
Man. Well, you got a lot of healing though, right?
You've got loads of healing, and you don't draw that many cards, so it's unlikely you'll draw the plagues. And even if you do draw them, you're pretty fine. The main application of Plague Death Knight was to turn off Highlander decks. So the decks where
you have one of each card.
Yeah, one of each card, so that you have this payoff card that is a bit stronger. But they've changed the text on the Highlander decks from the recent expansions, so the start of the game, if your deck had one of each card. So plagues don't even switch off those payoff cards anymore. So the deck has sort of become invalidated. It doesn't really have any application now. Some people like playing it still, but it's not really got any relevant matchups.
The Highlander decks is like the Reno Jackson ones, right?
Yeah.
That used to be. Is Reno core or is he long gone?
Reno was core last year with 0 support. I think it was last year.
Right.
But it saw no play. Like the old Reno is bad. Like it's not even a strong Highlander card anymore.
Right.
Even in a Highlander deck, it's not even that good a card. Even though it heals you to full, but 6 mana heal you to full. Not interacting with the board, you just die on the backswing to a lot of decks. But yeah, there's a different version of Reno now in the game.
Ooh.
Which he's quite strong. He started at 8 mana. He like full clears your board. It's a bit egregious. You won't face him at all because they've nerfed him to oblivion.
This is at the end of my turn, right? So
it's a good time to play the Serpent though, I would say.
Yeah.
The thing you can do as well with the Tarim in your hand, Tarim works really, really nicely with Plushie.
Right.
So playing the Plushie will give you a 1 mana copy in hand.
Oh my god.
So if you play that, then it'll give you the 1 mana 1/1, but then you can set it to the same stats as Tarim and just make a huge Plushie the turn after as well.
Right. I'm gonna need to do some healing.
Yeah, you're not in any trouble. They don't really have burst damage.
This could be our first loss. This deck especially, I lose against. I remember this from when I last played.
This was a loss.
So, Tarim is somebody we set a minion's attack and health to this minion's.
Yeah, so you can do it on enemy minions. He gives you a mini version of him as well. So he gives you a 1 mana 1/1 copy, which you can use to kill a massive enemy minion.
So we would just use this to basically set up like a really big attack turn, right? Like something that's already on board.
It's good with a cheap minion. So like you can even go hero power Tarim sometimes. Just
All right.
if you have a cheap little small statted minion that you haven't hit any buffs with, then Tarim just instantly fixes that problem.
No. All right, so I'm going to hit him, and then I'm going to play Instrument Tech and Gold Panner.
Yeah. You'll have one more mana left over, I think. Because the reason the cards in your hand cost more is because you drew a Frost Plague.
Oh.
So you would be able to play Righteous Protector as well.
Right.
Which is quite good here because it sets up to... Like, it's a small minion, but it protects your Gold Panner. And it's great with Tarim. Because if it sticks, then it just becomes a 7/11 immediately.
So play Righteous Protector?
Yeah, it's good
well?
to play here for the two reasons of protecting Gold Panner, and if it stays on board, then it just becomes it becomes a 7/11 if you play Tarim, which would be probably the play if it sticks.
7/11. Tarim making this into a 7/11 would be crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd be able to attack with it.
Minions. I mean, you just hit straight away, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually you hold minions like Righteous Protector for hand buffs a little bit more. Like
yeah.
If it's a 2/2, you go, that's, I'm worth more than this.
Yeah.
I can do better than a 2/2.
Yeah, so, like maybe make it into like a 5/5 or something, and then...
Yeah. Because it gets to that stat line really, really fast.
Right.
But with Tarim, then it's more worth playing your...
Jeez.
Well, you did a lot better than I expected.
That's nasty.
It's still completely fine, but...
He's taken 5 damage here, though, if he hits, right? Or does he get any healing?
No. So their big scary cards in their deck come a bit later. Which are like their Titan, which costs 8. Is something you don't want to walk too hard into. And they have a card called Reska, which is nasty.
Right.
Which gets discounted for every minion that dies. It starts at 20 mana. But basically at this stage of the game, you just assume it's 0.
Do I run this one in and kill it, or do I run the bigger one in?
Probably the bigger one. You want a minion on board. But yeah, Reska's scary because it steals your minions. It's like a... You know Sylvanas from back in the day?
Yeah.
It's like a Sylvanas with Rush that costs 0.
Oh, right.
So
you don't want to leave anything too big in case
you don't
he
want
steals
it to be too easy for them to steal a good minion, like your Titan.
Right, okay.
Like that.
So I could play this guy next, right? What's the...
You could. The issue with it is it doesn't attack, so it's quite hard to kill. But it can't attack, so it doesn't really threaten the opponent directly.
So we just go for Empowered, the 2/2?
I mean, the 2/2, it buffs your other minions, and you don't have a board, so it wouldn't buff anything right now.
Oh, it's just stuff on board?
Yeah.
Right. So I could play the... Well, actually, I can forge this, right?
Yeah, you don't have to forge it as well. You can just play it as a 4/6.
Yeah.
Like, the plushie on the left of your hand is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hold on to that for too much longer, because we want to start killing the opponent.
So, yeah, I need to swing first, right?
It's fine to just stick the Muscletron on board without forging. There's no point in swinging into the minion, though.
No. So we'll just swing into him.
Yeah.
Play the Tigress plushie and kill the minion, right?
Yeah. So you'd probably want a Muscletron first if you're going to play it. Because if we're thinking about next turn, we probably want to do a big stat turn with Tarim.
Right.
And having the 1/1 plushie in hand now is perfect for that.
So, kill this thing, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Like, typically, always make that trade, because if you think best case scenario for you is they're making that trade anyway.
Yeah. What if he steals this 10/9, though? Is that going to be...
If he steals the 10/9, what you can do
You'll eat your hat?
Well,
I'll eat
Tarim
my
gives you a
cat.
1/1 copy of himself when you play him.
Oh.
So you could turn their 10/9 into a 1/1.
Oh, of
if they do
course.
that.
Yeah, because you can use
Yeah.
it against him as well, right?
Yes.
Ah, that
It's
is
usually
so
the first
cool.
Tarim is to build a big minion. Second one is to get rid of a big minion to your opponent.
Right. Give a friendly minion attack and health equal to this minion's. That's pretty good, too. That's like a little, like a mini one. Outfit
Yeah.
Tailor is like a mini
So
tenor.
that's usually your card you use to combo with stuff like Leroy and Deckhand to OTK.
Right. So this guy can start playing Titans and stuff soon as well, right? If he's
His
got them?
Titan costs 8.
Oh.
And so its abilities are, one of them, it destroys one of your minions, and both the Titan... No, this is Reska. This is the steel.
Oh.
So it costs 1 less for each minion that died this game,
Right.
which is... It starts at 20, and then it gets pretty cheap pretty fast.
So I can double tear him this. Well, I don't... I suppose I could, right? I could do the tear him on South Sea Deckhand.
Yeah, I mean...
And then miniaturize this one?
Deckhand, Tarim, then swing with Deckhand before you swing with the weapon. Seems good. And then miniaturize the...
Alright, so...
thing.
I'm gonna play Deckhand. I'm gonna play Deckhand first.
Yep, seems good.
Then I'm going to tear him. Swing with the Deckhand. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing.
It does sound like it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think you got it down.
I think I might. So I hit with this,
Perfection, yes.
and then I play mini tear him
Lovely.
on this. And then I can just clear this, right?
Yeah. So they might play their Titan here, which would be annoying, but fine.
Right.
So what their Titan does is they can destroy one of your minions with it, and both the Titan and their hero will gain health equal to that minion's health. So they could gain 14, and their Titan would also gain 14
Right, okay.
by killing your Tarim. Which would be annoying.
But
not
not
the end of the
not the end of the world, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can also... So they played a couple of Excavate cards, and the Death Knight final Excavate reward is 4 mana 5/5 that summons resummons your highest cost minion that you played, which is always going to be Reska if they played it, because it's a 20 mana card. It resummons it with +2/+2 lifesteal and reborn.
Oh.
So if they get to 4 excavates, then they can just delete your board and steal half of it and heal to full. So you kind of want to kill them before they get to that point.
Uh-oh.
You're fine. Okay, they've hit some good stuff.
Oof.
Oh, that was the
Jesus.
Titan that they lost there, Primus. Yeah, they appear to be dead anyway.
They got a secret, though.
So the secret, the only one that's relevant here is Ice Barrier.
Okay.
Otherwise, every other secret that's possible, you just have lethal. And you can kill them through Ice Barrier anyway.
Okay. So just hit them in the face?
Yeah. Also, it's not a secret they chose, so if they didn't choose the secret themselves, then you're less inclined to want to play around something.
What was that then? The copy one. You play a minion that copies it or kills it or
That's
something.
not in the game. So the ones in the game right now, there's Counterspell, which it's effectively does nothing against your deck.
Yeah.
With 0 spells. Ice Barrier, gain 8 when someone hits your face. Gain 8 armor. Explosive Runes, which does 6 damage to a minion your opponent plays. And does any excess damage to their face.
Right.
And then a couple of other ones that are pretty... They don't do anything on the turn, really.
Right,
One of them is... If you play a card that entered your hand that turn, then the opponent gets a 0 mana copy of it.
Right, okay.
Like if you top deck like a super expensive card and you instantly play it, and they have that, the worst anomaly.
What is it? Sorry, I didn't even... Both players' cards are gold. Oh, this is the best one. Look, we're going to have all golden cards?
Yeah, you're gonna love this.
Sheesh.
I've been instantly conceding every time I hit this anomaly.
Would you keep Magatha with coin?
No.
But
Especially against Druid.
Drone
you want to be aggressive against Druid because they like setting things up, and like they take a little bit of time to set up, but once they have set up, then they can kind of blow you out of the game.
So I could have kept that little lifesteal finale one there too, right? But this is all right, I guess.
Druid. This
It's
was a good keep.
Deconstructor is quite nice because you get the
Okay, no, you're fine. Nothing to worry about. That they're playing even druid.
what does that mean?
That means you win.
Sorry guy. We're playing against Sorry guy. We look at this. We have a golden Yogg-Saron unleashed.
I think they'll die a long time before you can play that.
Really?
Did you play in the odd and even times?
Yeah, I remember odd and
They've just
even
put
stuff,
those
but
back in the
my
game, and they're really weak in today's Hearthstone.
my brain wasn't capable of handling it when it
You
came
don't
out. I
worry
don't.
about odd and even. Basically, the decks suck. All of them do.
Right
now.
So this is just a free win.
It should be. If you don't get too complacent, then you should be fine.
My big 7/3 golden Leroy. God, I forgot about Innervate. Oh.
But this thing is looking a lot less like a free win suddenly.
Yeah, that's
annoying.
that's a really nasty one. I got my thing,
It
but
is a bit weird though because we don't really want this to stick. But you actually don't have a choice. So
can I
can't
just
kill it.
play this? I can't kill this thing even
You
if I
can't kill it this turn. Can't- You could swing into it and kill it over 2 with the weapon. You take a lot of damage, but
Yeah.
it might just be the best way to go.
Swing at it twice, you mean? And then just
Yeah.
buff everything.
Just kill it over 2. Buff everything and like your Sparkbot gives the minion taunt,
Right.
and it gives a mech taunt, and your Muscletron is a mech. So
Right.
that will probably be big enough to
Sure.
slow them down enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
shit.
the golden cards. It's all the golden cards that's
I
done
find
it.
it funny that their deck is so terrible, but it actually might be a loss.
Okay, what if I Leroy into this thing? No good?
Well, you can't do that this turn.
No, true.
You do kind of have to go Muscletron and give it taunt, otherwise you die.
Muscletron and taunt.
Yeah.
I can't swing here either, right?
No, you really don't want to just take 6. Yeah, this isn't ideal, but next turn you can put a lot of stats on board.
I'm scared. This is the
Yeah, I'm a bit
lowest.
worried.
This is the lowest amount of health I've ever been down
Yeah,
to.
this might be one of the worst decks you've you've played against, but it actually might. It looked like a loss until they played Ignis. To be honest.
What? Wait, this guy. Okay. We have to keep playing this deck until we lose now.
Sure. I think he didn't read the card.
He played Ignis.
So
I don't
Ignis
even know what
doesn't do
Ignis
anything
does.
unless you've forged a card.
Oh.
It's just a 4-mana 2/4. But if you've already forged that game, then Ignis can discover quite a strong weapon.
Right.
But the opponent hadn't forged, so it was just a bad turn, and I think they got a bit confused.
I'm happy with that win. I gotta say, I am happy with that one.
I was a bit on edge there. I thought
Yeah,
it
me
was-
too. That's a lot of pressure early on, right? 16 health.
Yeah, it just lined up horribly into
Okay, this
the hand they had.
this guy has a this guy has a golden border. By the way,
Yeah, that means he's got 500 wins, I think it is.
yeah, it's a lot of wins.
And we're getting the gear shift anomaly a lot.
Yeah. So I don't really want any of this stuff, right?
Nah, it's all a bunch of crap.
Gear shift might be able to.
Yeah, I mean, since this hand is bad, it's fine to just gear shift on one and get rid.
Get rid of the plushie and the medic,
Yeah.
and hopefully get something better. Okay.
Like, Medic's an okay play on two, but you'd rather have, like, a gold pan or an instrument tech.
Okay. I've got.
Deconstruct is alright.
I thought he conceded for a second there. The firework explosion. I thought he was like. I thought he was done. He's not done. This guy, he's in.
We've had a turn 1 concede already. I wouldn't be too surprised. He's excited to play against you, I think.
He's very excited, yeah. I can play double drones here, right?
Yeah, that seems very good.
You get fireworks every time you emote?
Not usually.
Oh.
I don't know. I usually, if they emote too much, I just squelch them so they can't talk anymore. If they get on my nerves.
Well played.
Oh,
well
apparently
played.
it's 4th of July thing.
Oh, it is the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Okay. Magnetic taunt or magnetic reborn?
Reborn's probably better because it just makes the minion stick more. I mean, you could also just hero power and play neither of them because they will get bigger with the weapon.
Okay.
Like, there's not a huge amount of value of just adding 1/1 stats to this right now.
Alright. I guess these count as mechs so they can work with each other as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You can just stick them on board on their own.
Uh-oh. Is this
You're
where
fine.
things turn around and we're in a lot of...
No, they're not doing
big heap of
anything
doo-doo?
strong right now.
Okay.
It looks like a lot is happening, but trust me, nothing's
Just
happening.
a lot
really.
of effects, you know?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I see
like the,
cosmetic effects, that's when I start to get scared.
Yeah. You know in Indiana Jones when the guy's waving his sword around?
Yeah, and he shoots them?
A bit like that, yeah.
Yeah. I love that scene. It's so good, eh? Okay, this is fine, right?
This is completely fine. They've generated a bunch of random spells, but a lot of times those won't do much.
Okay, good. He's only got two little murlocs that look like they both had a little accident on the floor in front of them.
I don't blame him, man. He seems to be shitting his pants since turn 1.
Well, I mean, there is a paladin with glowing, flaming armor on, so that's not. I mean, that's not something you see every day. That's for sure.
Actually, it is something I see every single day.
You do. You probably see it a lot. Yeah. Okay, we could Tigress plushie, but we probably don't want to. Well, we could hit first, right? We'll hit into the 3/2.
Yeah, hitting first seems good. Plushie seems a bit unnecessary right now.
Yeah.
Like, at the moment, the hand is struggling a little bit for actual good plays. Like, you've got a lot of stuff in hand, but the actual on-board plays aren't great. So it's a good time to play Astral Serpent, because it'll just reload a bit.
What about South Sea Deckhand, no?
It's
It's never a good time. We could go Reborn. We could play this Reborn now, right?
Yeah,
3/3.
the Reborn guy, sticky minion on board. Because Deckhand will just get bigger as the game goes on.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hold on to.
This guy's burning cards.
Yep.
He got
It's
too many
because-
Murloc spells.
All the stuff he generated is just unplayable. It's just clunky spells that won't actually deal with your board.
The tournament at the end of this month, do we have to bring like 3 decks with us, or can we just
I have no idea.
concentrate
So,
on one deck?
It'll probably be more decks, but I mean they haven't told us the format yet, have they?
No.
But so the normal tournament format for like esports events is 4 decks, best of 5,
Right.
and 1 ban. So you see what your opponent's going to play, and you can ban one of those decks.
Right. Okay. How about this then for a move? I'm going to... I want to hit first. Actually, I might just hit that into that. Hit... No, because then it... 3/7. We want him to get a bit bigger, right?
What, the Tarim?
4/3.
Yeah, it'd be nicer to make the Tarim a bit bigger.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
here.
fine to go plushie and then just buff the mini version with your weapon.
Yeah.
Completely fine to do that. and then just one of the two drops. I would lean towards Gold Panna, but it's completely fine to play the Outfitter as well.
Yeah, I like gold Panner as well here. There, he's got so many things that he has to deal with now, right?
Yep. Like the other minions will do more damage, so he has to kill those or he dies. But the Gold Panna is just refreshing your hand, so
yeah.
So you just won't run out of stuff to do.
I don't have a weapon though.
You don't need a weapon.
Oh.
At this point, the deckhand doesn't have charge, but that's the only real downside of not having a weapon.
But we do have another weapon in the
there is
deck
one in
somewhere.
The deck,
yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
We don't want to play that. We don't really want to play that either. We got this mech that we can play though, right?
Yeah. So with this hand, you want to find the other weapon.
Yeah. So I'm going to play
super urgent, but
Grime
the other
Street.
Astral Serpent. It's a good time to play the other Astral Serpent.
Yeah.
And clear
Spark
enough
Bar.
space in your hand so that you're not overdrawing.
Sure.
So just 2+4+1. Take your pick of the ones. Probably the one that doesn't have rush, but
Wait, if I have two Astro... Oh no, because this one's going to attack, right?
yeah. Like if you're always drawing cards, then you can't really overcommit.
Yeah.
Like, sure, they could full clear this board, and then you could still not really care.
We've got 14 cards left. As
You
well.
also have 16 damage from hand next turn with Leroy Outfit Tailor.
Oh, yeah. This guy's... He's done, right?
Oh yeah, he's super dead.
Now we just Leroy?
Oh yeah. Rolling back the ears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Leroy's only really good in this deck because of the hand buff stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise, it just the fact that you could potentially start with them and just build them up so big, right? Through
Yeah.
all the...
So against the slower decks that are quite good at dealing with your boards, just raw stats on board don't always get there.
Yeah.
But Leroy, it's just you could potentially do like 30 from hand with
Yeah.
Leroy and the Outfit Tailors.
I like how it kind of feels like at the start it feels like a bit of a control deck, and then it just quickly turns into like a I'm just gonna bonk you hard.
Yeah, like the opponent has a little bit of a head start over you most of the time, and then you just swing it on like turn 5
Yeah.
after getting a few buffs down.
So I want Panner for this
Yeah.
and keep the
First
weapon as
minion
well.
every turn costs 1 less.
Right. So instrument tech not so much. There's Panner.
Is actually okay with this hand. It was actually okay to get rid of the weapon and keep instrument tech because instrument tech was going to cost 1.
Oh, of course, yeah. And then I would just get the
fine to do
weapon
that.
anyway.
Yeah, it's much better to have gold panna.
Yeah.
But
This guy has a
mind.
golden border and a cool rogue skin as well.
okay, it's excavate rogue. So
Is excavate rogue a bit like miracle rogue or something?
not really. They generate a lot of random cards
Right.
from outside the deck. Their excavate reward. So the most excavate decks, they're building up to a 4 mana reward.
Right.
So the 4th excavate will give them a legendary 4 mana 5/5 that has a strong battle cry. The rogue one is it gives them 4 random spells from any class, and it discounts them all by the amount of times they've excavated. So they could just, bullshit you with just random stuff that happens to be perfect for the situation.
Right.
Loads of mana cheat. That's
Oh.
what they're aiming to set up for.
Is that a is that a move to not use up your whole weapon?
It doesn't matter. 'Cause the weapon, if they didn't swing, it was just going to be a 1/2 weapon anyway.
Right.
And they want to hero powering means they get the first excavate reward in hand immediately.
I don't want to play Outfit Tailor here, right?
I'm very up for Outfit Tailor here actually.
What, Outfit Tailor on Panner?
Yeah, on the panel, just like it's better to do something than not do something generally.
Okay.
Like Outfit Tailor, you want to save a
Oh,
bit more
Outfit
than
Tailor
matchups.
actually adds the stats on. It doesn't just...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, so Outfit Tailor is something you wanted to save more for charge damage in matchups like Warrior,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But against Rogue, it's more about just get on board and hit him in the face early.
Okay. So we're gonna play the weapon next turn.
I would expect, yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully the panel will still be up.
Yeah, with the buff, it's quite hard for a Rogue to clear it.
I mean, he's only got 3 mana, right? And no coin.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is the first. So they get a random 1 mana excavate reward. So that just happened to be this one, which is just one of the many options.
So I'm just doing. I'm playing with...
They could kill Panna, but nothing else does. Yeah, you're fine now.
What do I? Do I hit the minion and then drive the 2/2 into it to keep Panna up and healthy, or? I mean, I could Tigress, but I guess I just want my weapon.
There's
right?
not a huge difference between 2 health and 4 health against Rogue.
Right.
Like, especially when they got a minion up. A lot of their damage breakpoints are 3 damage, so they could just do 3 damage to the Panna and weapon swing in.
Right.
So it's fine to keep your 2/2 alive.
Okay. So what am I hitting? The Panner with the onto the minion and then hitting him in the face?
I think.
Okay.
Like it does make a lot of sense to keep the Panna fully healthy.
Yeah.
Like this was an arguable play. Like it would be completely fine to trade off the 2/2. I'm not even certain
if he
what
didn't
the
have
correct play
a
was.
golden border and a cool portrait. Maybe? Uh-oh.
Okay, so yeah, here they're just going to massively overkill the Panna, and you've ended up just having a bigger minion on board that you can turn into a 5/9 with Tarim if you want.
Do I want to eat the 6 or do I want to maybe...
Yeah, you got plenty of lifesteal.
Yeah. If I eat the 6...
Like, face damage doesn't really matter unless you're falling behind on board.
I guess I could play Tarim
Yeah, I want to play Tarim.
into the 2/2.
Yep.
Swing first?
After swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're so excited to play Tarim, huh?
Mate, I want to just hit him for 5. It's a huge minion. The game...
Is a
If they don't have a
massive
really
minion.
good answer now, the game is very close to just over.
That is huge, actually. Look at
If
that.
they don't clear either of these, they are dead to Leroy as well.
True, true. That's Leroy's only getting bigger as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got another swing in me still.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
That was a very cheap poison.
Yeah. Oh, that actually has immune if they play it the turn that it enters their hand.
So we have 8, 13, 15, but actually it's 16,
is what I'm
right?
counting, yeah. But you've got a Muscletron that you can forge and make Leroy even bigger and probably set up lethal.
Set up lethal with a forged Muscletron. Should I do that?
I think so, yeah.
What happens with this guy?
So it excavates when he dies. You can just ignore him.
Just ignore him? And just go swing for the face now?
Yeah, I think so. Like, put as much pressure on him as you can as soon as you can against Rogue, because they'll generate random cards, and the longer you give them, the more likely they are to generate the right random card.
Okay. What if I play the toy captain and
That's
hit
completely fine.
in the face as well?
This is one of the biggest minions in their deck.
Right.
So, they might not actually play a bigger minion in this whole game. So it's a very good time to use the
I should have swung first.
No, because then you would have made his minion a 2/2. So it's not... It's arguable, because yours would be a 2/2, so would his.
Right.
No, actually swinging first doesn't kill his drilly. So yeah, no, your order was perfect.
Oh yeah, wouldn't have killed the drilly.
Yeah.
Okay, unintentional, but I'll take it. I'll take the order was perfect. Whoa, what's this guy? Is this a elemental beast? Oh.
So this is what I mean by they generate random cards.
Yeah. But he has to,
Has to die, otherwise Leroy's going to finish him off.
yeah. So he's
Yeah, so
lost.
if you'd given them one extra turn, then
Yeah.
they could have turned the corner with the random cards they've generated. But
we got him.
yep.
What's
Against
this?
Excavate Rogue, you just don't want to give them too much time.
No. Because yeah, I can see that they were gearing up to be a lot more powerful.
So that reward right there was like that's the strength of the deck, the random spells. So they played the random star power.
Yeah.
It cost 1. They could have got lucky and found something that full clears your board. In which case you just go, oh well, unlucky. I guess I lost. But yeah, you want to reduce the amount of time they have to do that.
Keep them weak.
Yes, like force them to get lucky to win. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You just limit their options so much that they are just
Yes.
trying to high roll on a
Yeah.
miracle card or something.
It's like obviously, you know, no matter how well you play, your opponent could get lucky and win. That's just is what it is. So just assume, give them as few opportunities as possible to get lucky.
The first card drawn on a player's turn is one they can afford to play. Ah, nice.
It's actually not great for you because it means you can't, like, you don't have the ability to draw the weapon
Right.
until turn 4 and onwards.
I'm keeping Panner. Oh.
So the first card you draw this turn will probably be the Drone Deconstructor.
Oh, that's good
Or
too,
something
right?
like that. Or Righteous Protect is fine. That's actually really good with Gold Panner.
What to coin? What would I coin Panner or just play Righteous Protector first?
Protector first is good with Panner. With this hand, you're likely coining Astral Serpent.
Right. Okay. Unless I get the weapon first.
Yeah, then... Actually, you could coin Astral Serpent before playing weapon. That's fine. Okay, this is the best card in the Druid deck, by the way.
Right. And it's because if you're holding a dragon, gain an empty mana crystal. Oh, that's nuts, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he doesn't
if you
do
remember-
anything beyond that, though, right?
No, but like, you remember Wild Growth, right?
Yes.
It's that, but you know, dragon form.
This board is a very happy, lively place.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Whizbang's workshop itself?
Yes.
Right. Whoa.
Bit awkward.
That's a big 5-4. But I guess
Yeah.
I guess the fact that he got the 3/7. Do we want to? Can we make the Righteous Protector into? I guess we can't play.
No,
it
you
this
can't
turn,
do that
right?
yet. It's fine though because Druid's a little bit clunky a lot of the time. So you could coin Astral Serpent. They still have to get through this 1/1 to get to it.
Yeah.
But it can make their turn very awkward here. A lot of the time, Druid just wants to play a big minion.
Right.
So this 5/4 might end up just going into the taunt. You remember Swipe though? Swipe's still in the game. Well,
Swipe
it
is still
came
okay.
back.
Right.
It came back recently and they changed it to 3 mana.
Summer Flower Child. Draw 2 cards that cost 6 or more. Right. So this guy just
Cool.
wants huge ones, right? Huge.
As a weapon.
So the 3/3 into here, and then what are we doing with the weapon? I mean, we could take the 4/5 all in one.
You could... This is actually a really tough turn. Because what you could do is not swing. You probably should swing because the 5/3 will get annoying.
Yeah.
If you don't swing with the Serpent, then you would draw cards. But I think you should just kill the 5/3 and punch him in the face.
Okay.
This Druid, by the way, that's the one I sent you.
All right. Okay. So we're hitting the big leagues now.
Yeah, so this is a real deck.
We're
Most
hit-
of the decks you faced are not real decks.
Right. These are
This thing is
actual. We're actually in like in proper deck territory now.
Yeah, like every card they played is a real card. There's no
Right.
random Murloc Tidehunter or anything.
Right. Okay.
So yeah,
So
they Doomkind you, which is not nice.
we can we could deckhand though, right? And then play. How would we get medic though? I suppose I could play this, which makes this.
You can take it slow and just play a 5/5 Serpent as well. Like it's really good on board against their minions, and it will draw you closer to more important cards.
So what am I taking out the 3/2 here?
I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
It's okay to go like Grime Street plus Medic and kill the Doomkin. That would be fine. But I think you want to get just a little bit more value overall out of the hand buffs to try and turn the corner. Because the Druids had the best start they could possibly have. Or close to.
Right, okay.
With the Splish Splash Whelp on 2.
Oh.
So yeah, we are quite far behind. But...
Yeah, he's swiping me. Okay, that's good though. That's not too bad, right?
Okay, if you have one more greedy turn with just Muscletron buffing up your hand, then you could maybe turn the corner with hand
So
buffing
not forging with Muscletron.
I think you should forge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then play it as well?
Yeah, I think holding the weapon swing's good with deck hand in hand as well.
Holding the weapon swing, yeah?
Yeah, because the deck hand won't have charge if you swing.
All right, so I'm just playing this and then taking potentially 5+ damage.
Yeah. So the idea here is you take a slow turn, but hopefully next turn will be good enough to bring you back into the game.
What if he what if
He
he
could
goes,
kill you this turn.
what if he uses a
Possible.
Savage Roar?
That's not in the game.
Oh, is it
They've
gone
got
now?
this card called Trog Gem Tosser, which is a bit annoying.
Right.
Where if they finale it, it does it shoots you for damage equal to their mana, basically.
Right.
So like they could just hit you for 10. It hits random targets, but
Okay, I'm just trying to think. What do I need to do here? I need to play these guys, right? Grime Streets?
you've got 5 mana, so you do need to play the Audio Medic or you'll die, I think.
Yeah, so I'm going to deckhand. Right?
Yeah, seems fine.
And then Medic. So deckhand into the 4/6. Or it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I
you
guess,
just want to
right?
get as much damage off board as possible, I think.
Yeah.
Like, hope that if you're not dead here, like, if you can survive this turn, then a big Tarim turn next turn. Oh, exquisite order.
I think I've got it.
Yeah.
That's a
Perfection.
that's a big clear plus a big board for me, right?
Yep.
And then I got a big Leroy in the wings.
Yeah, their deck runs Yogg, which is in your hand, so you can see what it could potentially do.
Right.
But and they do also have ways to clear your board with like double swipe.
Oh, here
spell
comes one.
damage, which is what they're gonna do.
Oh.
So the card they played, Bottomless Toy Chest, if they've got spell damage, then it gives them a second copy of the card they discover.
Right. So I want to get weapon out and then play. Well, I guess I could play.
The thing with the weapon is it doesn't really kill them very fast.
Right.
So I'd be slightly more inclined to probably go Protector plus Tarim.
Protector.
The one drop.
Yeah.
The one drop. The only thing you play with Tarim, yeah.
Okay, so put Protector down and then do Tarim on it.
Yeah, because 2 9/13s threatens lethal with Leroy.
Right.
Like you'd ideally like to have time to play the weapon, but at this point, if you let the Druid play cards for too much longer, you will lose.
He just spanked out every swipe he could possibly have, though. Right?
Yeah, I mean they could have 2 more swipes in deck because the Druid gift card. But I mentioned gifts earlier. The Druid one. This okay, here it is. Swipe is one of the options.
Right.
Okay, they're swiping your face, not killing your minions, it seems.
This guy just. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he is gonna kill my face.
I mean, you can get through that with Baby Tarim, though.
Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't actually kill anything here, right? Oh. Oh, even better, right? So I Baby Tarim and I don't have enough with Leroy though, right?
You don't have lethal, but you can just trade down his board and say that if he doesn't clear, then he's dead next turn.
Right. So baby Tarim this little guy first.
Yeah, I think so.
Hit it with my weapon?
Yeah. So he could Yogg you and clear your board, in which case you want to make sure his minions are dead, so that if he does clear your board, then you're not immediately dead on the backswing. Like when you do have lethal, you're going to have way over the amount of damage you need, so you don't need to...
So am I clearing here? The 4/6 and the...
I think you should clear, yeah, probably the 4/6 and probably the spell damage as well, I would guess.
Which is what?
The one that's all shiny, the one on the left.
You want to get that one as well, yeah?
I would think so. Most of their damage is, most of their removal is damage based, so it doesn't really matter. The
Uh-oh.
Okay, right. I don't know. I was just starting waffling. I don't know actually where I was going with that sentence.
So he potentially could...
So Yogg can make all your minions hit each other.
Right. But what's the chance of that happening? Like, is it a high chance?
I mean, he could choose that as one of the options on the Titan.
Whoa.
So it's one of the 3 options. This was a good outcome. You kept your Tarim on board.
What
a good outcome.
What secrets do I need to worry about here?
So the worrying one is freezing trap.
Right.
Um,
Is there a way to...
it's so the Yogg here can also one of its options it steals a minion. So
Right.
if you don't kill the Yogg, then he can just steal your Tarim, which you do not want to let happen. So
Okay.
it'd be a good time to play your Titan.
Right now, yeah?
Yeah, because it lets your
Oh, yeah.
Tarim trade into the Yogg while only taking 2 damage.
Okay.
If it's freezing trap, you do lose, by the way. But
So do I want to pick a thing here? Empowered?
Yeah.
Set the
It's not
attack
great.
and health of all enemy minions to 2?
It's not a great time to do that because you're trading with Yogg anyway.
Draw 2 minions? No?
Actually, you should probably try and hit the Yogg with Tarim first. See if it's freezing trap, and then see what happens. It is freezing trap. So now you want to make his minions smaller because you can weapon hit the Yogg.
Okay.
Yeah. This Yogg has to die, otherwise they'll just steal your Titan and you'll lose.
Okay, good.
But yeah, now their deck doesn't have a great way to deal with the Titan.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here. I would have lost this about 3 turns ago.
It's all good, man. I just hope I'm not just telling you what to do.
No. It makes sense. Don't worry. I'll
some
apply
of
all
it's
this
just
to the
knowing the
tournament
cards
when
as well.
we win the tournament. Oh my god.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Is that bad?
You're not dead. You're alive at 1.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're alive at 1.
Oof. Uh-oh. Okay. Now is the time to Yogg Saron. Is there anything...
Oh, what you can do, if you Yogg and steal their Panther,
Yeah.
then when it attacks, it'll give your weapon more attack, your hero more attack, so your life steal for even more.
So just hit him in the face.
Yeah. So if you Yogg and steal their Panther, then you'll get the Panther attack, and the fact that your weapon has life steal means that you'll heal for 5 instead of 2.
Okay, so I want to take control of an enemy minion.
Yeah, I think so.
The Panther.
Yeah, the Yogg could just kill the Panther, which it... Oh.
That's not good, right?
It's not amazing, but you're not necessarily dead.
Hit him in the face?
Yeah.
I need the health, I guess, right?
At least it's a taunt. If you didn't get a taunt here, you were dead.
Come on, what can he possibly
Honestly,
have?
considering their start, it's good that there's even a chance to win this game on one side.
This is a great taunt, actually, right? For us.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, I have no idea what to do now. We do have a big Leroy though.
Yeah.
A really big Leroy. We have the toy Captain Tarim that we could...
Yeah, you could also just Tarim to buff your 1/1 and play a gold panna. That's fine. It's important to get more taunts up. And this Dorian, by the way, you really need to kill it.
This one here.
Yeah, the one on the right. Because if they draw a big minion, they'll get a 1-mana copy of it.
Okay.
And yeah, you could just instantly lose off that.
Should I... Because it's kind of awkward to kill, should I set it to...
Yeah, it's super awkward, so I think that's good. So the only direct damage they have left in deck is a second copy of that Trog that they played earlier.
So I don't need to worry about any of this other stuff?
Not really, no. Don't think so. So the Trog will shoot... it'll shoot random targets for one damage each, so it'll do 10 random shots. So the more stats you have on board...
Oh no!
The less likely it is to hit face.
What if the fantastic treasure is... Kill me this turn? Oh.
That's not an option. So they need this to go face 3 times. Okay. You're right.
I think we got him though, right? We for sure have him.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's a big Leroy too.
That was a very close one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The deck that came closest to beating us was the Druid that I sent you.
Yeah. Well, that was a proper deck. Like you said, the other ones didn't really feel like... There was the Spell Mage, though, which was maybe kind of...
I mean, Spell Mage isn't a great deck. I sent it to you because it's it's easy to get a grasp of like a style of play, but it's not really very competitively strong. It was better than the other random Murloc decks we saw, though.
I played a lot of Mage early on when Hearthstone came out. I think Mage is the first class that I got up to...
It's the first one they give you, I think.
Yeah, I got 500 wins on Mage.
Nice.
Like, kind of early on, I think, but, you know.
Yeah,
okay, well...
No, that makes sense.
Listen, we played hand buff that whole time, and I don't think we lost a single game.
I don't think so either.
We're silver 7. You
played like one real game and managed to win it, though.
Yeah, it was a close one, though. So, next session, should we do Dragon Ramp, then?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I think hand buff, I've got like a decent enough handle on it, and also I can just like mess around with it in my spare time.
The fundamentals of most decks are just spend your mana, put stuff on board. But hand buff Paladin is actually a bit counterintuitive with some of those things. The Druids are a lot easier to get your head around, I think.
It's the one that we just played against, right?
Yeah, they mostly just played their dragons and hit you. And
that's the deck. It looks fun. I look forward to it. So we'll do another session next week? Yeah.
Yeah. When we're both around, because I'm away for a few days, and you said you were busy for a little bit, so we'll try and align that.
Yeah.
Somehow, but yeah, we'll be in contact.
Perfect, man. Oh well, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Probably not so enjoyable for you because
no, I enjoyed it.
You get to watch.
I'm all I do each day is just sit there jamming ladder games on my own. So it was nice to have some variation, you know.
Good. All right, man. Thank you very much. Take it easy, and I'll see you next week for the next one.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Peace. Bye. All right, chat. That is the end of today's hashtag ad. Oh, it was really fun. Pocket Train's a really nice guy too. It was good, wasn't it? We did good. This deck is just insane. It feels so strong. And it's fun. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it's good. We got 2 more sessions like this where we're training. So I think next week we'll try this Dragon Ramp, and then maybe for the 3rd week we can try like I don't know, like Death Knight or something. And then on the 26th of July, we're playing in a tournament against... There's a whole bunch of other streamers who are doing this as well. I think Annie is one of them. There's a couple of other people. And then for pros, there's, Pocket Train. I think Tice is training somebody. So it's like pairings of, people who are really good at the game, training people who are really not good at the game. And then we're going to have a tournament at the end of the month, which should be pretty fun. Smart people and dunces. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. No, it was good. Thanks so much for watching the Hearthstone hashtag ad. I appreciate it. YouTube, I'm going to leave you here. We will be back shortly if you want to join us for some more. We'll play some more Cyberpunk, yeah? Or maybe Construction Simulator, likely Cyberpunk. Thanks so much for watching the hashtag ad, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye now. Bye.